Hey everybody, this is the Esoteric Cross. I make videos about how to gain your personal power while learning ancient secrets, and if that sounds like something that you're into, please hit the like button and subscribe, and gain some insight from this perspective in the cosmos. In this video, we're going to talk about the very first ritual within Magick. This is called the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, or also called the LBRP. This is a ritual that is commonly performed by people from all backgrounds and traditions from ceremonial magic, witchcraft, and paganism. It's commonly viewed as a cleansing ritual designed to clear the space before magical workings, or also to close the space after magical workings. We're going to dive deep into the symbolism of the ritual, and we're going to talk about what it is that we're really doing, the benefits of it, and why you might want to perform this ritual every single day. You might want to check out my previous video titled Magick is Not What You Think to get a better idea about the path of magic and what the purpose is of doing this work. Magick is truly a way of focusing the consciousness, being able to separate it into its parts, purify them, and strengthen them. This primes your consciousness to be able to utilize different aspects when needed. If that sounds a little confusing, then I would highly recommend watching my other video on magic. The path in ceremonial magic starts with working with the four elements, which represents the four aspects of your personal consciousness as divinity or God within a human body. You are truly working on the self first before we start to make big changes in the external reality, so that way we can actually maintain those changes that we make. Working through the four elements will greatly change the self over time. The next step in magic is to work with the planetary energies, which are more specific and more potent energies that you can use to create powerful change in your external reality. This also represents layers of your aura or layers of your light body. The next thing that you'll work with is the Wheel of the Zodiac, and it's here that we're working with stellar consciousness. The path of magic can be seen within the cabalistic tree of life or by viewing this other model, which shows these elemental or terrestrial energies at the center, and then the planetary energies going outward. All of this is simply showing how divinity, God, source consciousness, whatever you want to call this universe, is broken down into parts. These are the aspects of the universe's consciousness. As above, so below. You are divinity within a human body, and you are made in the image of your creator. So this is actually a map of you and your soul or psyche. Going through this path of magic is about gaining your power and control over these aspects, and change will be reflected in the external reality. One of the best ways to work with these energies is by performing rituals and ceremony. The first part of this journey is to really focus on the self and purify these aspects that are the closest to home. These are the four elements, and this is the four corners to your foundation in magic. Set up these foundations in a strong way, and then you will have much more success in the future with manifesting and creating more fulfillment within the self. The process of self-actualization will flow much more smoothly. This is why we start our journey in magic with the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. This ritual is designed to banish these four elements. If you're just starting out your journey in ceremonial magic, I have a course on beginning that journey. This can set you up with some tools. It's a live course that begins on October 5th, so make sure to check it out if you're interested. The link is down below. Let's dive into the four elements. As I've been saying, these are the four aspects of your personal consciousness and the aspects of the way that your internal reality works. It's truly the way that your reality responds to the light and the cycle of your consciousness. We will talk more about that in a moment. Many of you know that the four elements are earth, air, water, and fire. Earth is your physical body, your health, your growth, your manifestation abilities, the results of your effort. It's your environment, and it's the house or vessel for your consciousness. This is why this is the first element that we work on. The house or the vessel is crucial and affects the energy of every other element and of course everything else that we will work through along our path. Earth is also associated with your career, your sense of work, and your finances. Earth is a symbol for stability. Air is your mental body. It's your focus, thoughts, communication, attention, and awareness. Working with air is important because it's rearranging the mental aspects of consciousness. This element is the tool that consciousness uses to grow manifestations within the element of earth. You've probably heard that where your attention goes, your energy flows. Your mental body is what directs your divine energy. Water is your emotional body. It is your intuitive nature when it comes to yourself. It's your vision for yourself and your sense of fulfillment. It's actually your whole range of emotion. Water flows, and this is going to relate to your flow, your change, your ability to adapt to situations and the challenges in your life. Ultimately, this is going to develop your emotional stability and emotional maturity. Fire is your spiritual body. It's your passion, drive, desire, and force. Fire burns away the old. It obliterates obstacles that are in front of you. It's the counterpart to water, as water shows you how to be flexible and adapt to changes. Fire is the element that will show you how to create powerful change. It will burn down the obstacles and distill something to its most pure essence. It is life-giving. Fire is where the desire for manifestation comes from. This forceful energy is what is needed to kickstart the manifestation process as it filters through all of the elements. Ultimately, working through all of these elements brings stability, physical and financial stability with earth, mental stability with air, emotional stability with water, and spiritual stability with fire. The point of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram is to banish these four elements. And this is a very good thing because this is purifying them. This brings in divine energy, source energy, and runs it through these four elements to cleanse them. When you banish, you are taking things away. You are removing them. When you banish earth, essentially, you're banishing all four elements, because earth is the vessel in which all four elements exist in. Focusing on earth, we are clearing out our environment, removing things that are not serving us along our path. This could be food or substances that we put into our body, or it could be cleaning out things in our home. Banishing air may focus on clearing out the mind and getting better at observing the self, working through negative thoughts. Banishing water will work through our emotions and removing relationships or behaviors that are not serving you along your path. Banishing fire will bring about a calmness and maybe even lessen the forceful nature. When we talk about invoking the elements, of course, we're talking about strengthening them. This will increase the power of these aspects of self. Of course, it would not be a good idea to start invoking these elements until after you'd been performing the banishing for a while. You may be increasing the power of the negative aspects within that element that you have not cleared yet. Imagine that if you want to invoke fire for greater vitality and force energy, but you haven't done the banishing work yet. You may experience overwhelming energy and feelings of anger, a hot temper, and be unable to relax. Let's dive into this first ritual, the symbolism of it, and what you might experience with it. You begin the ritual by performing a smaller ritual called the cabalistic cross. What you do is imagine bright white light at the top of the universe. This is representing the source of divinity or the source of creation, and you pull this light down through your body. Touch your forehead and vibrate the word Atah. This means thou art in Hebrew. You then pull this light from your forehead through your chest and pelvis and imagine this light continue through your legs and into the ground, extending all the way to the bottom of the universe. As you do this, you vibrate the word Malkuth, which means the kingdom in Hebrew. You then touch your right shoulder with your right hand, while imagining the light extending from the center of your chest to the end of the universe to your right, while vibrating the word Vegebura, which means and the power in Hebrew. You then touch your left shoulder with your left hand while imagining the light extend from the center of your chest to the end of the universe to your left, while vibrating the word Vegedura, which means and the glory in Hebrew. You are now anchored to the four corners of the universe, and you are at the center. Breathe in and pull all of the light from above you, from below you, from your right, from your left, into your heart center, which is where it all crosses. Fill your heart center with this white light, but imagine it becoming gold as it enters your heart center and it grows big and bright, simultaneously vibrating the words Leolam Amen, which means forever Amen. This anchors you to the center of the universe, reminding you that you contain divinity within. The words that you say when you do this ritual translates to Thou art the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever Amen. Thou art represents God. The kingdom is reality, or earth, or the physical body, and the power and glory are representing the right and left sides of the cabalistic tree of life. This is saying that God is dwelling within the physical and we have access to the power and the glory. To perform the actual banishing, you will face the east. This is where the sun rises. The sun rises and is born or returned in the spring. We are facing east, which is the element of air and represents spring. Then breathe in this bright white light energy and fill the ground with it. Bring the energy back up through your body and out of your hand while drawing a blue flaming pentagram. You start from the bottom left because this is the earth point of the pentagram. You draw the blue flame from earth to spirit, and down to fire, and then to air and water, and then back to earth. The next step is breathing in light and charging the ground, and then you're going to pierce the pentagram. You are charging the pentagram with the light energy while deeply vibrating the name Yud-He-Va-He. This is the 4 letters of God's name, the Tetragrammaton. You want to use a lot of power and light when saying this name. Charge the ground with light again and move the energy back through you while drawing white light connecting the center of this pentagram in the east to where the center of the next pentagram will be in the south. We have symbolically banished and charged the air or spring aspect. You will repeat drawing the pentagram just like before. Charge the ground with light and then charge this pentagram with the divine name Adonai. This translates to Lord. Then repeat the process of connecting the center of the pentagram with the white light to where the center of the next pentagram will be in the west. Now you have moved halfway around the circle to the west, which is autumn, and this is the element of water. You create the pentagram just like the others, charge the ground, and then charge this pentagram with the name Eheye, which means I am. Connect this pentagram to the center of where the next one will be in the north. We have made it to winter, and this is the element of earth. Charge the ground and draw the pentagram the same way as the others. You charge this one with the name Agla or Agela. Either way, this is an acronym for Thou art mighty forever, O Lord. Connect the center of this pentagram with white light to the first pentagram in the east. We have made it back to spring and completed the cycle of the year. We have went through all of the seasons, and the words that we used through them have a lot of power. Symbolically, we are working on the terrestrial or earth consciousness. The 4 elements are the 4 seasons. The 4 seasons are the way that the life on earth responds to the cycle of the sun as the sun goes through the cycle of the zodiac. The sun represents ever-giving life and consciousness. The earth represents the body. The sun gives life to the earth, just as consciousness gives life to the body. This ritual is recreating the cycles of the body, earth, responding to the cycles of consciousness, the sun. Now we call forth the angels of the elements. Breathe in light into the space in front of you. Say, before me, Raphael. As you say the name of the angel, you are supposed to slowly vibrate the name with power, just like how you charged the pentagrams. While you are vibrating the name, you are imagining your breath giving life to the archangel Raphael. You can imagine this angel wearing yellow robes. You then say, behind me, then breathe in and vibrate out with power, Gabriel, making the archangel appear behind you in blue robes. Then say, to my right hand, breathe in and vibrate Michael, making the angel appear in red robes. Then say, to my left hand, once again breathe life into this angel while powerfully vibrating the name Uriel, who wears green robes. After this, you will repeat the cabalistic cross portion of the ritual. Performing this ritual 2 times per day, along with intentional action to clear out these aspects of our lives, can greatly improve our stability. I've talked to so many people who have taken their power back and removed unwanted energies from their lives by doing this work. Make sure to check out the link in the description to my course on beginning ceremonial magic, because we will do this ritual and many others that will set up the foundation for your future work. It starts on October 5th, so don't miss it. I also offer other courses like Studying Tarot with Kabbalah, and that also starts in October. We look at the cards side by side with the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, which is something that most courses in tarot don't offer. If you want to work one-on-one with me, I offer coaching as well. There are links in the description to this, as well as to where you can book a tarot reading with me. I also have the link to my Patreon if you're interested in some live streams. And I hope that there was something new that you were able to take away from this video. If so, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.